Alien, Earth Episodes 1 and 2 explored. Which technology prevails will determine which corporation rules the universe. That's the ominous green retro-digital message that kicks off Alien, Earth, the first ever TV series in the Alien franchise. Where Ridley Scott hinted at corporate greed back in 1979, Hawley, the creator of Fargo and Legion, makes it the central battlefield. The show is equal parts sci-fi epic and horror thriller, with all the atmosphere fans expect, but now stretched into a serialized, corporate conspiracy saga. This time, the action doesn't take place on some distant mining ship or colony world. It's set on Earth, or at least Earth's crash sites, research islands, and corporate labs. But Hawley keeps the claustrophobic tone of the films intact, showing us how the familiar alien terror can thrive on our own home planet. Prodigy and the rise of the hybrids. One of the most unsettling elements introduced is Prodigy, a startup that's gone beyond androids and built hybrids, synthetic bodies implanted with the consciousness and memories of formerly living humans. And their first subjects? Terminally ill children. Wendy, played by Sydney Chandler, is the prototype. Once a young cancer patient, she wakes up in an adult synthetic body, fast, strong, and virtually indestructible. She's one of Boy Cavalier's lost boys, named after the Peter Pan mythology woven into the show's symbolism. Cavalier, played with an infuriating smugness by Samuel Blinken, is a barefoot tech messiah with trillionaire ambitions. On the surface, he talks about expanding human potential, but it's clear Prodigy is sitting on a gold mine: immortality, weaponized intelligence, and corporate ownership of the human mind. The show keeps hinting that this is far less about saving sick kids and more about making sure Prodigy's name is on the patent before Weyland-Yutani gets there first. The doomed voyage of the USCSS Maginot. Before we get to Wendy's world, the series opens in space aboard the USCSS Maginot. The name is a nod to France's Maginot Line from World War II, a false security barrier. And here, it's the same story. The crew wakes from cryosleep, carrying something dangerous back from a deep space mission. They have the kind of interpersonal history that could fill its own spin-off, tying the strange, synthetic, romantic entanglements between crew members, friendly rivalries, and inside jokes. But their security is a lie. A xenomorph gets loose. The horror is swift and brutal. Crew members die horribly, systems fail, and the Maginot crash lands on Earth. Only one survivor emerges: Morrow, a cyborg security officer whose unnerving calm in the face of a xenomorph hints at past experience or programmed fearlessness.
Mother, lab specimens seem intact.
Morrow's mission. After the crash, Morrow wastes no time containing the threat. His goal isn't rescue, it's ensuring no one else sees or captures the xenomorph or other alien specimens on board. There's a scene with the facehugger crawling that's pure alien-level nightmare fuel. Morrow's dedication to corporate secrecy makes it clear he's not on the side of humanity, he's on the side of whoever writes his orders. Wendy's new life. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the show jumps to Prodigy's remote Neverland research island. We see Wendy's transformation, her death as a sick child, her rebirth as a hybrid, and her slow adaptation to a synthetic body. She's not alone for long. More children join the program, each implanted into android forms, each physically powerful, but still emotionally young. They train under Kirsch, a synthetic played by Timothy Olyphant in a sharp, almost cyberpunk villain mode. Kirsch answers directly to Cavalier and has his own hidden agenda, collecting alien specimens and intel for Prodigy. The crash changes everything. When the Maginot crashes in New Siam, Thailand, the world takes notice. Among the search and rescue teams is Wendy's brother, CJ, played by Alex Lawther. He believes Wendy is dead, but her memories of him are intact. She wants to join the rescue mission, officially to help, but really to see him. Cavalier hesitates, but Wendy argues that the hybrids are perfect for the job. We're fast, we're strong, we don't break. The mission is greenlit. The Lost Boys finally get to leave the island, unaware that they're walking straight into an alien nightmare.
Whoa.
He had some kind of foreign bodies lining his GI tract.
Episode 2. The search team enters the ship. Episode 2 opens with Joe, a medic and tactical team member, leading an inspection of the crashed ship. They find bodies. One woman dead with her mouth locked open and eyes bleeding. Another man's torso split open with alien organisms lining his digestive tract. Joe's diagnosis: alien. Fire breaks out, and the team navigates a collapsing staircase. That's when the xenomorph strikes. Joe barely escapes into an elevator and makes a distress call. There's a creature loose, approximately 8 feet tall and armored. No one answers. Boy Cavallia's bigger plan. Back at Neverland, Cavaglia talks about the intelligence race, his mission to create machines smart enough to beat AI before AI surpasses humanity. He claims it's not about money. He wants to meet someone smarter than himself. Dame Sylvia, Essie Davis, one of Prodigy's lead scientists, warns him this tech could make consumers immortal, but Cavaglia's ambitions seem closer to building immortal soldiers.
She rewrote the code somehow.
Did we know?
Wendy hacks the system. In a flashback, Joe tries to quit his contract to return to medical school on Mars, but is denied. Wendy watches her brother's plea on a tablet and hacks the system to make sure he's trapped on Earth, increasing her chances of seeing him again. This is the real reason she pushed to join the mission. She's accompanied by Kirsch, who's quietly collecting alien specimens for Prodigy. Strange, new creatures. The Lost Boys encounter more than just xenomorphs. They find massive hanging plants and the blood-sucking bugs from episode 1. But the strangest is a sentient eyeball with octopus-like tentacles. It emerges from a zombified cat's skull and lunges at Nibs, Lily Newmark, before being trapped. It's one of the most bizarre and fascinating additions to the alien creature roster yet. The Xenomorph Massacre. The show's most intense sequence comes at a lavish party where guests in wigs and costumes are suddenly attacked. The Xenomorph tears through the room, killing around 20 people in seconds. It's bloody, chaotic, and feels like classic Alien turned up to 11. Joe stumbles into the carnage, nearly becoming the next victim, but is saved by Morrow, who stuns the Xenomorph. Morrow also stuns Joe. They're on opposing corporate sides. The alien escapes again, but notably, it doesn't attack Morrow. The implication? It may not see non-humans as prey, which could give the hybrids a fighting chance later. Sibling reunion. Wendy finally finds Joe. He doesn't recognize her, but slightly, Adarsh Gongrav spills the truth. Wendy was taken and turned into a hybrid. Joe quizzes her with private childhood memories, and she answers correctly, confirming her identity. The moment is brief. The xenomorph grabs Joe and falls off the side of the building. Wendy races to rescue him as Tool's Stinkfist plays over the credits, a perfect, unsettling fit for the alien tone. The mystery man in the hazmat suit. One lingering mystery is the man in the hazmat suit at Neverland. He's seen airbrushing a dent in the wall both in episode 1 and again in episode 2. It's never explained. Is he covering up evidence of a failed experiment? Another alien outbreak? The show leaves it hanging, teasing more secrets about Prodigy's real activities. Why this works as an Alien story. What makes Alien Earth stand out is that it feels like a natural extension of the Alien universe. The horror beats are familiar. Body horror, enclosed spaces, sudden alien strikes, but Hawley builds it into a larger corporate and technological chess game. Weyland-Yutani isn't the only superpower anymore. Prodigy and its hybrid program are new players with their own dangerous vision for humanity's future. The Maginot's destruction isn't just an accident. It's the spark in a brewing corporate war, with Earth as the battleground. Wendy's journey, from dying child to synthetic soldier, isn't just personal. It's a potential turning point in who controls alien life and advanced AI. And with her reunion with Joe cut short by the xenomorph, the stakes are only getting higher.
Fuck!
Final thoughts after the 2-episode premiere. The first episode, Neverland, is a slow burn, heavy on world building, corporate intrigue, and character setup. Episode 2, Landfall unleashes the horror, showing just how fast and deadly the aliens can be while expanding the show's creature roster beyond xenomorphs. By the end of the premiere, we have a crashed Weyland-Yutani ship on Earth, a group of synthetic children trained for unknown purposes, a xenomorph killing spree in a major city, a brother and sister reunion caught in the middle of a corporate arms race. It's tense, atmospheric, and loaded with questions. Why doesn't the xenomorph attack Morrow? What's Prodigy really building hybrids for? And what's hiding in the shadows of Neverland's labs? With the blend of Alien's horror DNA and Hawley's knack for twisting genre into prestige TV, Alien Earth feels like the most ambitious the franchise has been in years. If the first 2 episodes are any indication, we're in for a season where the monsters aren't the only predators. The corporations might be even worse.